You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
And it's shoulder day. Let's see, here I am. I'm going to show you some of my warm-ups that I do for shoulders. I use these little bouncy bands. I love them nowadays. I know originally I thought they were kind of wimpy and stuff, but either I'm getting wimpy or these things are getting cooler. What I want you to do if you're really interested in this is rewind it a couple times and see the exercises I go through with these rubber bands. These flex bands are awesome. You can do a whole bunch of things with them. A lot of it is rotator cuff, internal shoulder work, and internal shoulder warm-up stuff. So here I'm only doing it for about a minute, but actually I do this for 10 minutes prior to every shoulder workout, and at least 5 minutes before my chest workout and 5 minutes before my back workout. So anytime I'm doing upper body, I'm doing some of these exercises here, some of these warm-ups. Alright, let's look at some of the planes of motion here for the shoulder. First, we got the front deltoid here. That's at the top end. I'm squeezing it there, right? That's used for pressing and raising the arm in front of you. You can see that front deltoid pushing out a little bit. The next one is going to be the medial deltoid, the middle head of the delt there, and that's for the side delt there, right? That's for raising your arm laterally alongside of your body, okay? Then we've got the rear delt. Mine is really tiny, but I'm still trying. You use that for bringing the arm back straight across there, okay? So you can see it popping out there. And to round out the shoulders here, we've got the traps way up top. Those traps are used for shrugging, for lifting up the whole shoulder girdle. Alright, my first exercise here is the dumbbell military press. I've got an inclined bench here that I've jacked up so that it's basically straight vertical. You can see the front deltoids. This is the front delts that is working, it's pushing up there. You also notice that I don't break 90 that much when my arms come down. I like to keep the tension straight on that front delt, and this is what works for me. I can slow the tempo up, I can speed it up, doesn't really matter, but as long as I'm contracting at that top end. The next exercise I've got here is also for the front delts. This is a front lateral raise. Basically what you're doing here is taking a dumbbell or just a plate or any type of weight, and you're lifting it in front of you. You'll see at the top end I give a little squeeze. Now some people really shrug it up there, some people pinch it up there, but I find if I do too much of that, I'm gonna get something funky going on in my neck. I get the nerves all tweaking on me and stuff, right? So instead what I do is I just bring it up, squeeze, down, up, squeeze, and up and squeeze. So it's got a nice contraction for me. I think this works really well for my front delts. I like the feeling on it. Front delts are used in so many different exercises in the gym for pressing movements and stuff, but this is a really good isolation one. Alright, next is the side laterals I'm going to do here, but first I want to point out how I'm gripping this weight. You can see me gripping it with my hands there. Kind of an odd grip, but it really works for what I'm trying to do. I've got a medium hand position here. My hands aren't pointed towards me or away from me or anything like that. They're nice in line with the shoulder, and this really helps to isolate that medial head of the deltoid there. So with that hand position, I'm able to really raise it up, contract right into that middle head there. So again, you can see that strange hand grip of the weight there, right? Moving on, this is for the rear delts. A lot of gyms have these pec decks, different variations of them. You can see as I bring it back, it contracts, and I don't have great rear delts, but you can see them contracting there. You can see the shoulder blade moving in a little bit, but hopefully it's focusing more there on bringing that little bump out, bringing that rear deltoid, making it pop, right? To do that, try not to shrug too much with your shoulders. Try to keep it just from the shoulder joints into the contraction. So the arms go out, they contract, and they come back in. This isn't a big trap exercise. You're not trying to squeeze all your shoulder blades together or anything like that. This next exercise is one I've started doing to round out my rear delts. Basically, it's a bent over row, but because I'm using dumbbells and doing the tempo that I'm doing, I find it focuses on my rear delts a lot more. So I'm really trying to target that area. I get a nice squeeze at the top end, and this just finishes off the rear delts for me. I call it ski rows because I really feel like I'm doing downhill skiing or something. Here we've got what I enjoy is a cable shrug. I've tried them with dumbbells, with barbells, and I don't feel the isolation on my traps. Here I really do. I'm able to really tighten up on those traps. The lighting isn't great here, so you can't really see the traps working as well as I feel they are. But trust me, they're working. They're really feeling great. And because I've got really sloping shoulders and a little bit bigger arms, other things come into play when I do traps a lot. So I really try to isolate this out, stretch it out, and make sure that just the traps are pulling that up. There we go, we've got the traps working it, right? And at the end of the exercise, we do a little bit of stretching, squeezing, flexing, like I always do, right? Especially on those rear delts, that's my weak point, so I'm really trying to work on those. I hope some of these exercises gave you guys some ideas for what to do with shoulders. This is Ed with Seoul Lifts.